Hello there everyone, welcome back to the Injury Talk Tuesday. For fuck's sake, I mean, the Redmond rounds up, bloody hell. Welcome back to James Redmond TV. You get confused sometimes, don't you, with the way the season's going, whether you talk, when you're just literally being a doctor for the video. I hate it, mate. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of talking about knees, bones, ligaments, fuck all of them. They're pointless, even though I'm using all of them right now to be intact and stuff like that, so I do need them, but you get the point that I'm trying to say. I don't need to talk about them, even though I actually do, because we've got some more injury update news. We've got some transfer news today on today's Redmond Roundup. News has been a lot more quieter, as it usually is over the transfer window, over the international break, sorry, not the transfer window. It's usually a lot more quieter. The only reason why it's been loud for Liverpool is because obviously we've had a season of injuries, and there's been quite a few injuries in this international break as well. So we're going to talk about all that. Obviously Salah, Henderson and Robertson we need to talk about, because they're the three players that could be missing the Leicester game. I'm hopefully going to be getting man like Lee, the Jamie Vardy lookalike, on the channel. I'm not sure. I need him to get back to me for that. Hopefully we can get him on for like a Leicester fan perspective for the preview. Obviously I'm going to do a preview as well. But it's important them three players play, regardless of the previews and shit. Them three, I think, need to start. We will talk about them more in a bit, but also obviously transfer news. We're linked with a few more centre-backs. We've got news on Koulibaly, David Alaba, even a new link from Tottenham, which will be very interesting to let you know, and also some news on Gini, Wijnaldum. No international news today because there's been no international football involving Liverpool players, but before I do get into any of the news and stuff like that, I just want to shout out the 10 most recent subscribers to join the Redmonds army. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much. I even said on my Instagram yesterday, you've got it to a point where like I'm making a living off this, and do you know what, mate? Like I never, like who am I to do this and to do well at it? I never thought it was possible for me to do all right, and for me, like I never thought so many people would accept me onto YouTube, so I do massively appreciate it. And before I go too deep into anything, I just wanted to say thank you for that. Anyway, let's get into the news, as that is what you're all here for. First off, we've obviously got the injury news, because we know I have promised that I will keep you updated, and people say to me as well, James, why do you keep uploading these videos when these players get injured? And you're right, but this channel and this show, more importantly the Redmond Roundup, is here to keep Liverpool fans and neutrals updated on what is going on in Liverpool Football Club. Updates come out every day about these injuries, hence why I need to try and get it to you as quick as possible. But Mo Salah and Jordan Henderson are back in England, so that's, well actually no, sorry, Henderson is back in England. Mo Salah is set to come back to England, but he needs to get a positive test on Thursday before any decision can be made on him coming back to Liverpool. So I'll talk about Salah first, as I've just got into most detail. So yeah, obviously tested positive for coronavirus sometime the other day. I think it was Thursday. It might have been Thursday last week that he tested positive for it. Now we need to wait for another test, and then he's going to come back to Liverpool, and then obviously he'll be tested by the people at Liverpool to see if he can play against Leicester. If so, obviously we need a positive test to come back by this Sunday, because that's when we're playing Leicester. If he gets the clear, then obviously he should be able to play, because he hasn't had like an injury or anything like that. He's had a cold, you know what I mean, mate? So when we're talking about Salah, he should be okay as long as he gets that positive test, and obviously we don't know what the case is going to be there. Right, back to Jordan Henderson. He returned to Liverpool and was released by England yesterday, pretty much because obviously he had cramp and Liverpool need to assess him further. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about the fact that he's had to come back, because at first I was hearing it weren't anything too serious. Now it's looking very possible Henderson could be missing the game. Some people were saying to me, oh, it's only a little knock. Some people were saying to me, oh, it's not that bad. Some people were saying it's more worse. News hasn't really been coming out. I don't know if news is going to come out on this video. Once this is out, I obviously will do like a one-off video if anything does. But this is a big shame, because we know we need Henderson for every game that we go into. We know how important of a leader he is to our setup, and we know what he offers to the team, even as a footballer now. One thing that's been criticised of Henderson over the years is his footballing ability, but he's shown that he's actually a very good footballer and a very good leader, and he's been able to gel the two over the past couple of years. And we've seen, even in the stats, that we're not as good at winning without Henderson. So we also know that Leicester are a very good team, and if we're not compact against Leicester, which Henderson keeps us by the way, then I don't know our chances of getting a full 3 points in a clean manner, because obviously without Henderson every job is harder. And then Andrew Robertson, it's looking like that he could be playing for Scotland again, which in some ways is bad because I don't want to see him play for Scotland again when they've literally just qualified for the Euros. You haven't really got a point to start the best players. I know that you want to win every game you go into, whether it's a friendly or if it's a competition, but still, you know, you have got to put into perspective. Man has got football in a couple of days, something that actually does mean something, that's not just a friendly. Be considerate, do you know what I mean? I don't even know who the Scotland manager is, but be considerate, whoever the fuck you are. I think Clark is in the Scotland's name. Let me have a look. Scotland manager, because I'm very interested, because I think Clark, yeah, Steve Clark, I knew there was a Clark in there. Steve Clark, please don't be a dickhead, it would be massively appreciated. But the positive is that he is fit, and if he's being talked about to play tomorrow, as long as he gets through that, then we'll have a fit Robertson for Leicester. But that being said, if Henderson, Salah and Robbo are out, and Reds, please let me know in the comments down below, who do you replace them with? Obviously, Thiago has came back recently. I think if Hendo was to be out, I'm fine with that replacement. I am fine with a Champions League winner coming right into my team. A player, by the way, that played fantastically against Everton. You know, yes, they give away a penalty to Chelsea, but other than that, has had a brilliant record with Liverpool fans, I think it's safe to say, even though he's only played very, very minimal football. But then, who do you replace Salah with? Obviously, you've got to bring Jota in, or you've got to bring Firmino back into the team. We've got options there. And then with Robertson, even if he is fit, and let me know if you disagree with me in the comments down below, but I'm okay to see Tsimikas come in for this game, and I know it's a bit of a weird one, but he's just got a good few minutes for Greece. He's now going to be a lot more match fit than what he was a couple of weeks ago, and he's a highly regarded defender. He's a highly regarded going forward. He's a very good player, Tsimikas, and I'm actually very interested to see what would happen if he came into a team, and that would be a good game to get him really tested, in my opinion. Now, do you want to be changing the defenders when you don't have to? If Robbo's fit, don't fix what's broken. Robbo has been easily our most consistent player of the year. I agree with you, but I do think he needs a break, especially if he plays for Scotland. I think he needs to rest him for the game before something does happen. You've got to bear in mind as well, it was cramp the other day. That's due to playing loads and not getting much rest, or the right amount of rest. Give him the right amount of rest and we'll get the best Robbo. That's me. Let me know. And I'm stupid as fuck. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I don't know shit. That's just my opinion. And the best thing about the Redmond roundup, people say I'm wrong all the time, but the thing is, I'm not wrong, but neither are you. No one's wrong when it comes to this. So, yeah, that's my opinion on them situations. Let me know what you do. Anyway, moving in to the transfer news before we round up the video, because like I said, there's no international news. Kalidou Koulibaly, Napoli have set a price tag. Yes, their president has came out and has said that the price that they would only take for Kalidou Koulibaly is £63 million, 70 million euros, there and thereabouts in that region. Listen, what do you want me to say? Would I take Koulibaly for 60 million? Yes, I would. Would I take him for 70 million euros? Yes, I would. Do I think he's boss? Yes, I do. Do I think he adds to Liverpool's first team, even without these injuries? Say if everyone's fit, do I think he adds to this first team? Yes, I do. I would love Koulibaly with all my heart. I think he's a top player. He's from Senegal as well, if I'm right. I might be wrong there. I'm sorry if I am wrong. I believe he's from Senegal. It'd be good to get Mane, another Senegalese world-class player, just to chill with him, because it'd make Mane happier. And how happy is Mane anyway? So I'll take Koulibaly, but most importantly, besides all that bullshit, he's a very good player. And I think any Liverpool fan, or most Liverpool fans watching this video, takes Koulibaly. And we know if he was to come in, it would be short term. But if you ask me, do I think we'll get Koulibaly? I think I can say right now I'm 99% sure we won't, especially in January. In fact, I think I can say 100% sure. And if I'm wrong, I'll drink 20 shots in one video, like consecutively. I'm that confident that Koulibaly won't sign in January. Really, I'm not. Not overall in January. Right, next piece of transfer news. David Alaba has heard contact from Juventus. So basically, obviously, we know that Liverpool have been linked with Alaba over the course pretty much since the summer transfer window. But it came out a couple of weeks ago, or in fact around last week, that David Alaba will not be on Liverpool's radar. Jurgen Klopp will not be going in for him. It also came out that even if we was interested, he is also interested, Alaba that says, but he would be more interested in going to a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. Now it's coming out that Juventus are the front runners to sign David Alaba. So like I said I would always keep you updated on David Alaba, because not just by yourself, me also would love to sign him. I think he's a top class player, he's a winner. versatile. In times of crisis, when it comes to injuries, you need versatile players. We know that with James Milner, we know that with a bunch of people, and David Alaba would be another example of that. So I'd love to see David Alaba at the club, and that would be a great signing for Juventus, 100%. Next, we've got Davinson Sanchez, who's linked to Liverpool. Liverpool are reportedly interested in the Colombian centre-back from Tottenham Hotspur. I thought this was a very interesting one because I want to know if there's any substance to this, and obviously this is a new rumour, and we are going to be linked with any centre-back from here to the moon between now and January for sure. So I understand there's probably no substance to this. I will keep you updated over the next few days. But if so, if Liverpool are interested, apparently Liverpool have made contact with Davinson Sanchez. Would you take him? I know he doesn't start that much for Tottenham, at least from my memory. I don't think he does. He might do. But I swear he's had a few poor performances, if I'm correct. I might need to go and check that. But I would take him. And listen, I have said constantly, I will take anyone. He's a Premier League centre-back. He knows whether he's that good or not isn't really up to me. It's just, he sounds... I mean, obviously, a lot of things come into it. The price tag and stuff. The only reason why I'd be put off this deal and it wouldn't be the greatest signing ever is because, yes, he isn't fantastic. 2, he probably costs quite a bit of money. 3, how much does he want to play as a fourth-choice centre-back? And 4, like I said just before, there's probably better options out there for a much better price. I don't want a proven player like Davinson Sanchez. I know I said earlier I want Koulibaly and fucking Alaba. But what I'm trying to say is I'll take a 20-year-old who's just promising and can just give a bit of competition to the team. That's me. I don't know about you and what you think. I think just a little bit of competition. 20 million, 30 million. But apparently Liverpool aren't even going to be buying a centre-back. Apparently we're not even going into the market for one. And we're happy with Reece Williams and Nat Phillips. So, don't know how much substance there is to any of them rumour links. But they are in the news and I'm here to talk about the news. Would you take Davinson Sanchez at Liverpool? And if there is any Spurs fans, Give me a bit of an insight on him because, to be honest, I haven't watched him too much. Gini Wijnaldum, this is the last thing we're going to talk about before we round up this video, is he is interested. Well, actually, no, sorry. Inter are interested in Gini Wijnaldum, and this is something that I don't like to see. Inter Milan have obviously been making big moves recently. They've been signing big players like Eriksen from Tottenham, Lukaku from Manchester United. They've been diving into the Premier League, and it's been working for them. They've been elevating. I think they realise the higher quality of footballers is in the Premier League, and if you've done well in the Premier League, then you should be able to compete in this area. Now, obviously Gini Wijnaldum, I think he'd be a great signer for Inter, but should Liverpool sell him? No, we don't sell Gini Wijnaldum. I don't know how many times I need to express this on a video. Get him a new contract, get him to sign a new deal, so these links can just fuck off. Like, honestly, mate, like I swear on FIFA as well, can't you sign a player if they've got like 6 months left to go for free? Don't know if it works in real life, I'm pretty fucking sure it doesn't, and I know so many people are typing in the comments, James, you amateur, talking about FIFA in a football video, and you are right. But I just don't want to... First off, I don't want Gini Wijnaldum to go for nothing. 2, I don't want Gini Wijnaldum to go for less than what he should. Because if we sell him, we're getting about 20-25 mil for him because he's about 30. But what I want us to get the best out of Gini Wijnaldum. I think he's happy at the club. I think he wants to stay. I think he wants to play in the Liverpool shirt. I think he's made up when Van Dijk's around and stuff. But I think he's made up anyway. He's a leader. He's respected. He's had big moments. He's a first team player. He plays so much football to the point where you can say, try and give him a rest every once in a while. He plays football. It's not like he's a rotational player. I know maybe the idea that Thiago brought that in there, but Thiago's around the same age and we don't know how available Thiago is often. He's already been only available for 2 games, no fault of his own. But that's why you need quality in a Gini Wijnaldum. Because let me tell you now, do we win that Real Madrid final in Kiev in 2018 if we have better squad depth on the bench and we don't bring on Adam Lallana for Mohamed Salah? I think we absolutely do win that final because that's just what we needed. We needed a bit more creativity, and Lallana couldn't offer that because he just came back from injury, and he was our best attacking option on the bench. He was the best one there, but we knew that it weren't going to work. And now is a time where you need to think about a similar situation. If there's no Thiago, if there's no Henderson, who do you want to step in that can at least do a bit of a job? I think Gini Wijnaldum is your answer. Therefore, that's why I want to keep Gini Wijnaldum at Liverpool. For many other reasons. Let me know if I'm voicing anyone else's opinion. Listen, everyone on this channel is entitled to their own opinion. And the point of this show is I like the conversation. I like to spark interest. It's why I like to do the comment shows. Another one of them are coming out soon, by the way. It's just with all the news coming out, it's been hard to do them. But no, I like it when you get interactive in the comments. I like it when you say, no, James, you're wrong on this, but I love your videos. Like, even if you don't love me videos and you want to say I'm wrong, go for it, because it's about conversation. It's about spark and debate. It's what gives me video ideas. It's what gives you content. So whether you like it or not, as long as you're interested and invested, that's the point of the video. Anyway, nice one for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully you enjoyed today's Redmond Roundup, and I will see you in a bit. Peace out.